Malcolm Perkins.
He's so proud of him.
He sounds like a crazy man up there, I have to say.
Harold, how do you have it through? Well, that's how you have it, huh?
Yeah, I got it 7-0, which 70-63. A complete shutout for Shane Mosley so far. But Jim, I tell you something. In that 7th round, Shane Mosley didn't throw a lot of right hands. He was holding this guy off by dropping a right hand on him. Now, you think that his right hand is starting to hurt him from hitting him on top of the head?
I'll bet you're right. I'll bet you're right, Harold.
Jim.
It's a good way to break your right hand. Keep hitting a guy on top of the head like this. Comes the uppercut again. You suspect Jack Mosley mentioned the absence of uppercuts too. Mosley lands punches with much greater frequency when he goes back to throwing the uppercut. With the right hand landed flush. Brown totally content to survive.
Well, he does go to survival school, doesn't he?
Yep.
Malcolm Perkins yelling, "No pain, no pain." Easy enough for him to say.
Another hard right hand by Mosley turns Brown's head. And Brown stops punching as Mosley goes to work. Right hand's hurting John Brown. Uppercut set it up. Brown's face becoming a bloody mask. What a feather it would be in Mosley's cap if he could knock a guy like this out. Mosley in danger of getting punched out. And indeed, his arms are tired. And it appears Brown will make it out of what was Shane Mosley's best round so far.
A 10-8 round.
Come on. All right, we're on timeout. I want you to back off. I want this doctor to take a look. Everybody back off. Everybody back off. Let's go. Back off. Doctor's got it.
In California, the doctor can stop the fight.
Look at him. Okay.
And the doctor tells Pat Russell to stop it, and Shane Mosley gets his TKO.
And I think that's a really good stoppage because he was starting to take a terrible beating. There was no way he could win this fight. He hadn't shown that he could hurt Shane Mosley.
That's why we do it.
Once again, Shane Mosley scores a knockout as a lightweight.
By CompuBox numbers in round 8, Shane Mosley was 54 out of 81, 41 out of 63 power shots. You saw the uppercut show for the first minute and a half of the round, the right hand show that followed it. He did everything but put Brown down, and the referee and the doctor conspired to reward him for it in a fight that clearly Brown wasn't going to win. He was only going to get punished the rest of the way.
We've often talked in the past, Jim, about a fight that goes late into the rounds. One fighter has no chance to win the fight. He hasn't shown that he can hurt the other fighter. And it's the accumulation of punches in those 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th rounds that can seriously damage a fighter. So I think the California rule that allowed the doctor to stop the fight worked very well in this instance.
Dr. Paul Wallace advising referee Pat Russell that this one had gone far enough. And here's the replay of Mosley whacking away at Brown with a kitchen sink assortment of punches in the 8th round. Uppercuts, left hooks, right crosses, over and over and over. Because of Brown's extraordinarily strong legs, his will and pride, the fact that he's never been knocked down before, he was able to stay on his feet to take all of this punishment. But you could well envision the way Brown was going to look at the end of the bout if it were allowed to go another 4 rounds. And now let's go to ring announcer Michael Buffer with the official particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, acting on the advice of ringside physician Dr. Paul Wallace, our referee Pat Russell calls a halt to the bout at the end of the 8th round. John Brown unable to continue. Your winner and still the undefeated IBF lightweight champion of the world, Sugar Shane Mosley.
And final punch stat numbers from CompuBox will show you Mosley's accuracy. Landing 114 more punches than Brown, throwing 86 more punches than Brown, 43% accuracy against a tough target. The accuracy rate was growing as the bout went on. And of course, in that 8th round, Mosley put on a power punching display that led to these final numbers: 120 out of 232, throwing hooks, crosses, and uppercuts to wind up with a connect percentage of 52% on the power shots. Larry Merchant stands by with Sugar Shane.
Thank you. Thank you, Jim. Congratulations, Shane. Did you think you were going to really get that knockout? Because he just looked like an awful tough nut to crack.
I didn't think I was going to get that knockout tonight. I mean, because he was so short, and it was hard for me to throw punches because, I mean, he's already short, so when he ducks, he goes down even further. So I'm like, he's on the ground.
And you couldn't throw your body punches.
I couldn't throw my body shots. I was like, I wanted to throw them real bad, but then I said, okay, well, I can't throw punches from standing high, so I'm going to bend my knees a little bit, and I'm going to try to get down to his level, and then the shots start coming in a lot easier. Yeah.
Were you especially trying to look good before your hometown fans coming back to California?
Well, I want to look real good, but, you know, a guy like John Brown, he runs in, he ties you up, he's so strong, he just cut to the ground. I mean, he made it very hard for me to throw my combinations. I couldn't get any punches off like I wanted to, but, you know, I still landed the good shots, and finally, eventually I caught up with him and caught some good shots.
You're rehydrated from 135 pounds yesterday at about 4 o'clock or 4:30 in the afternoon to 151 pounds before this fight. Did you feel weak fighting this fight, or not as strong as you would like to feel, as you have been saying?
Well, I think I'll feel maybe a little stronger if I was a little bigger, but I still felt pretty good. I think that I probably gained a little bit too much weight before coming in here because I started picking up the pace later on in the rounds because I was actually warming up and losing my weight.
All right, now you have promised this would be your last fight at 135 pounds. If someone came up with a serious offer and one of the fighters who has not been eager to fight you decided he would fight you, would you fight at least one more fight at the lightweight level?
Well, this is something that me and Cedric and HBO are going to have to talk about, you know, as far as if I was to move up right now or not. We're going to talk it over, HBO, and see what we can come up with.
But clearly you don't want to. You want to move up. You've made that clear, haven't you?
Well, you know, maybe I prefer to. But like I said, we're going to sit down and talk about it and see what we can come up with.
Thanks a lot, Shane. Congratulations once again.